Right now, you might be doing something that looks loving to your Boston Terrier, but quietly makes breathing, joints, eyes, and organs work harder every single day. Before we get into it, give Boston Terrier Land a quick like and subscribe if you want your little American gentleman to live a longer, healthier, happier life. These are not dramatic accidents that happen once in a lifetime. They are normal habits inside normal homes, and that is exactly what makes them so easy to miss. Today, we are going through 5 common mistakes Boston Terrier owners make, why they matter, and how to fix each one before it becomes a painful problem. 1. Letting heat steal their breath. A Boston Terrier can look perfectly excited outside, while their body is already falling behind. That flat little face is adorable, but it comes with a shorter muzzle, narrow airways, and less room for air to move. So when the weather gets hot or humid, your Boston is not cooling down the way a person would. They are trying to cool their whole body through a breathing system that already works harder than it should. This is why a short walk at noon can become dangerous faster than many owners expect. Heavy panting, loud breathing, drooling, bright red gums, weakness, vomiting, or suddenly slowing down are not signs of a lazy dog. Those are serious warning lights. The fix is simple, but it has to be consistent. Walk early in the morning or later in the evening. Keep play sessions shorter in warm weather. Always bring water, and never leave your Boston in a parked car. If your dog starts breathing hard, stop immediately and move them somewhere cool. With this breed, toughing it out is not brave, it is far too risky. 2. Feeding them into a body that cannot cope. A round Boston Terrier looks funny, soft, and impossible to resist. That little tuxedo body can make extra weight look harmless, especially when they still run around like a clown. But for a Boston Terrier, even a few extra pounds can make breathing harder, joints more painful, and exercise less safe. Extra fat presses on a body that already has a smaller airway, and it adds stress to knees that may already be prone to slipping out of place. The cruel part is that owners often do not notice the weight gain until the dog is already struggling. Stop judging by cuteness and start judging by touch. You should be able to feel the ribs with light pressure, and you should see a clear waist behind the ribs when looking from above. Measure meals with a real cup, stop free-pouring kibble, and count every treat that disappears during the day. If your Boston begs, use tiny pieces of carrot, cucumber, or their own kibble instead of cheese, bread, or fatty table scraps. A lean Boston Terrier is not being punished. They are being given lungs, knees, and a heart that have less weight to fight. 3. Treating those big eyes like they are protected. Boston Terrier eyes are one of the reasons people fall in love with the breed. They are big, round, expressive, and almost human in the way they watch you. But those beautiful eyes are also more exposed than many owners realize. Because the face is short and the eyes sit forward, a playful scratch, a bush branch, a cat swipe, or even rough carpet rubbing can turn into a painful corneal ulcer. The scary part is that eye problems can move quickly. A little squint in the morning can become a cloudy, painful eye by night. Never ignore squinting, redness, pawing at the face, extra tearing, cloudiness, or one eye staying partly closed. Do not rinse it and hope for the best for 3 days. Call your vet because eye injuries are much easier to treat when they are caught early. At home, keep play away from thorny plants, sharp sticks, rough cats, and chaotic wrestling with bigger dogs. Trim nails, clean face folds gently, and use a harness in crowded places so your Boston is not lunging face first into danger. Those eyes are not just cute, those eyes are truly delicate. 4. Exercising them like a bigger dog. Boston Terriers are energetic, silly, and surprisingly athletic when they are in the mood. That does not mean they should be exercised like a Labrador in a compact body. The danger is not exercise itself. The danger is the wrong kind of exercise at the wrong intensity. Long runs in heat, frantic fetch on slippery floors, jumping from furniture, and rough play with heavy dogs can overload their breathing and their joints at the same time. Some Bostons are also prone to patellar luxation, where the kneecap slips out of place and causes skipping, limping, or sudden leg lifting. If your dog does that little hop and then keeps running, do not laugh it off forever. Mention it to your vet. The better plan is moderate, regular movement. Use 2 or 3 controlled walks, short play sessions, puzzle toys, and gentle training games that make them think without sending them into overdrive. Use a harness instead of a collar, especially if your Boston pulls. Put rugs or runners on slick floors, and teach safe ways to get on and off furniture. A tired Boston should look satisfied, not gasping, limping, or overheated. 5. Dismissing small warnings until they become emergencies. Boston Terriers are comedians, and that can make serious symptoms look less serious than they are. A snort becomes just a Boston noise. A limp becomes just a weird little hop. A red eye becomes maybe dust got in there. But with this breed, small signs can point to problems that need fast attention. Noisy breathing that gets worse, fainting, blue or pale gums, repeated vomiting, sudden exercise intolerance, or open-mouth breathing at rest should never be treated as normal. Squinting, eye cloudiness, or pawing at the eye needs quick veterinary advice. Limping, skipping, reluctance to jump, or crying when picked up should also be taken seriously. Boston Terriers are tough enough to keep acting happy while something is wrong. That is why your job is to notice the quiet changes. Trust those tiny warning signals. They are often the only warning your dog can give. So let's bring it all together. Keep your Boston cool, because breathing is their weak point. Keep them lean, because extra weight steals comfort from every system. Protect their eyes, exercise them wisely, and do not ignore small changes that keep repeating. None of this means treating your Boston Terrier like a fragile decoration. It means loving them in the specific way this funny, stubborn, big-hearted breed actually needs. If this helped, like this video, subscribe to Boston Terrier Land, and tell me your Boston's name and age in the comments. Share it with another Boston owner, because one small change might give one little tuxedo dog many more good years.